It all started with a question nobody expected to ask. Why was Sir Carter missing from the 2025 Super Bowl? Jay-Z was there. Blue Ivy and Rumi were there. Cameras followed them for every second of the night. But the family's only son, the one child fans rarely see, was nowhere in sight. And for a family as carefully managed and tightly protected as the Carters, an absence can sometimes say more than a presence, especially when the internet has been waiting years for even a small glimpse of the most mysterious member of the family. That curiosity exploded the moment a short, unexpected video of Sir appeared online. It wasn't a glossy family photo. It wasn't a staged clip. It wasn't even posted from an official account. It was raw, candid, and completely out of line with how Beyoncé and Jay-Z normally control their image. Within minutes, it went viral. Suddenly, people who had never seen Sir at all were pausing, zooming, replaying, and questioning everything. His expression, his behavior, even the way he moved. And just like that, the quietest child in the family became the center of a debate that spread across TikTok, Instagram, Reddit, and every Bayhive forum in existence. Sir Carter has always been the most hidden of the Carter kids. Blue Ivy grew up on world tours, award show stages, and luxury fashion campaigns. Rumi appears in behind-the-scenes videos, home movies, and public events with a natural ease. But Sir, for almost 8 years, he has rarely been seen in real time. When fans do catch glimpses of him, they're often recycled clips, old footage repurposed in a documentary, or brief shots from years ago. Nothing current, nothing spontaneous, nothing like this leaked video. That pattern raised questions long before the clip surfaced. Why does Beyoncé show the girls but not him? Why is he never photographed walking into venues or leaving them? Why does Beyoncé talk so openly about her daughter's confidence, leadership, and success while staying vague, soft, and protective when the conversation shifts to her son? The internet had questions, and the leak only poured fuel onto a fire that had been smoldering for years. The reactions were immediate and intense. Some viewers said he simply looked shy. Others insisted the video confirmed long-running theories about his development. A few speculated he might just be introverted and uninterested in fame. But the more fans talked, the more the entire situation spiraled into layers of assumptions, whispers, and speculation that spread far beyond what the clip actually showed. People started pulling old interviews, searching for past moments where Beyoncé or Jay-Z might have hinted at something. Fans who had studied the family for years began comparing Sir's absence to his sister's constant visibility. And the deeper the internet dug, the more complicated the narrative became. Every detail was transformed into a clue. Every pause in an interview became a point of analysis. Every old rumor resurfaced. And suddenly, Sir wasn't just a child who preferred privacy. He became a mystery the world felt entitled to solve. The situation became even more intense when Beyoncé's mother, Tina Knowles, stepped in, something she rarely does. In a gentle attempt to calm the chaos, she described Sir as incredibly intelligent, quiet, thoughtful, and deeply interested in numbers. She said he thrives in calm, structured environments, that he prefers peaceful spaces to chaotic crowds, that nothing was wrong. He simply wasn't built for the spotlight in the way his sisters were. But instead of ending the speculation, her comments made everything more complicated. Some fans took her words at face value. Others insisted she was covering something deeper. Then there were people who thought her description confirmed their theories. And from there, online discussions shifted into full-blown investigation mode. People rewatched Beyoncé's past interviews and noticed something unusual. Whenever she talked about Blue Ivy and Rumi, she used bold, empowering words: strong, fearless, independent, ambitious. But when she talked about Sir, her tone softened. She used words like careful, protective, nurturing. She talked about shielding him, guiding him gently, creating safe environments for him to grow. She spoke about him differently, and now that the leaked video was circulating, every word she had ever said was being reinterpreted with fresh intensity. Fans began debating whether Beyoncé's silence was a form of protection or a strategic decision to avoid public pressure. Some believed she was intentionally keeping Sir off camera to preserve his mental and emotional peace. Others argued that the lack of transparency only encouraged more speculation. And in the middle of all this, the Carters maintained their long-established rule: never explain, never confirm, never deny, never feed the narrative. They stayed silent, completely silent. And that silence made everything louder. As the leaked clip continued to circulate, more theories surfaced. Some people wondered if his absence from large events, including the Super Bowl, was intentional. Others thought the video leak might have been deliberate, a controlled test to see how the world would react, a soft debut, a temperature check, a way of preparing the public before showing him more openly. But there was also the possibility that the clip came from someone close who didn't understand the consequences. An accidental release, a moment of carelessness that triggered an international conversation. That's the challenge of raising children in the public eye. Blue Ivy and Rumi appear confident, expressive, and comfortable performing. They flourish under attention. Sir seems to be the opposite: sensitive, private, observant. And when you add the world's obsession with Beyoncé into the equation, even the smallest detail becomes headline material. For Sir, a single leaked moment turned into millions of people dissecting his appearance frame by frame. That alone would be overwhelming for any child. Still, the internet pushed harder. Fans argued endlessly. Some felt the Carters owed the public transparency to stop harmful speculation. Others insisted that no celebrity, no matter how famous, should be pressured to explain the life of an 8-year-old child. The discussions grew heated. People began attaching their own experiences, fears, biases, and assumptions onto a situation they knew almost nothing about. And the more they debated, the more Sir became a symbol of something larger: the struggle between privacy and curiosity, protection and visibility, childhood and fame. Meanwhile, Beyoncé and Jay-Z continued to do what they've always done: protect their inner world. When it comes to their family, they operate like a sealed vault. Their silence is intentional. Their boundaries are strict. Their public image is carefully crafted. And with Sir, those boundaries appear even tighter than usual. Whether that's because of personality, development, or simply preference, nobody on the outside truly knows. That's what makes the leaked clip so powerful. It didn't just show Sir Carter. It showed a break in the armor, a moment the Carters didn't choose, control, or curate. And because it was unexpected, it opened the door for conversations that had been building quietly for years. Now the question hangs in the air. Should Beyoncé and Jay-Z finally address the rumors directly, or is silence still their strongest shield? If they speak, they risk feeding a narrative that has already spun out of control. If they stay silent, they leave room for endless speculation. Either way, the world is watching. And that's the strange reality of Sir Carter's life. He never asked for fame. He never sought attention. Yet, he has become one of the most talked about children in global pop culture. Not because of what he does, but because of what he doesn't do. Because he rarely appears. Because he lives quietly in a family built on superstardom. Because a single leaked moment became a window into a story nobody fully understands. Maybe he's just an introverted kid who prefers privacy. Maybe Beyoncé wants to protect him from the pressures Blue Ivy and Rumi were forced to navigate early. Maybe the internet is overthinking a simple family decision. Or maybe, as fans continue to believe, there is more happening behind the scenes than the world has been allowed to see. For now, the mystery remains. The clip circulated. Tina spoke. Fans debated. The internet investigated. And the Carters stayed silent. The story continues quietly in the background, shaped not by public appearances, but by absences. What happens next, whether Sir steps into the spotlight or retreats even further, is something only time will reveal. Until then, the world keeps watching, waiting, and wondering who Sir Carter really is, and why the Carters are so determined to shield him from the gaze they themselves have never been able to escape.